Welcome to another episode of GRN Black Box. We are with Global Reference News. We're going to be looking at the Consumer Electric Show 2025 out of Las Vegas. Now, it looks like there was a lot of interesting innovations presented this year. We're going to take a look at it from some YouTubers who actually went to the show. Let's take a look at it and let's see what they got to offer.
CES 2025 kicked off with a bang, and from day one, it's clear we're witnessing a massive leap in AI and tech that's reshaping everything: personal devices, gaming, cars, robotics, even how industries operate. Las Vegas is buzzing with over 4,500 exhibitors from around the world, and AI is the star of the show. The scale is mind-blowing. 232,000 square meters packed with groundbreaking tech that's taking innovation to a whole new level. And honestly, NVIDIA is stealing the spotlight. Jensen Huang, NVIDIA's CEO, walked onto that stage, and you could tell something big was coming. His keynote wasn't just another presentation, it felt like a preview of the future. NVIDIA's new GeForce RTX 50 series GPUs were front and center, and they're built on the Blackwell architecture, which is already being talked about as a game changer. The specs alone are wild. The flagship RTX 5090 has 92 billion transistors and can handle 3,352 trillion AI operations per second. To put that into
Can you just imagine what could go wrong?
perspective, this isn't just better, it's a whole new level of performance that makes even the current top-tier GPUs look slow. The real surprise, however, was the pricing of the RTX 5070. Priced at $549, this GPU delivers performance that rivals or even surpasses the RTX 4090, which was previously seen as a powerhouse. Offering that kind of power at such an accessible price point is practically unheard of. But it's not just about raw performance. NVIDIA's new DLSS4, Deep Learning Super Sampling, elevates AI-powered rendering by generating 3 additional frames for every 1 frame the GPU renders. This results in smoother gameplay, enhanced detail, and significantly reduced system strain. And while gamers will undoubtedly benefit, this technology goes far beyond gaming, with applications in industries like architecture, filmmaking, and beyond. But NVIDIA didn't stop there. They unveiled their Cosmos platform, designed to simulate the real world for training AI systems. Imagine being able to create entire virtual environments where robots and autonomous vehicles can learn how to navigate complex situations before they ever hit the real world. Training in a simulation like this saves time, money, and risk. Instead of
So you can practically learn how to operate an airplane without even being in the airplane, or riding a bus or being on a warfield. This definitely is a game. I know they've had some things like that already present, but this definitely changes the game.
Sending a robot into a cluttered factory and hoping it doesn't crash into something expensive, developers can run thousands of virtual scenarios in minutes. Speaking of autonomous vehicles, NVIDIA's partnership with Toyota was another jaw-dropper. Toyota's upcoming vehicles will be powered by NVIDIA's Drive AGX Orin supercomputer and Drive OS operating system, making their advanced driver assistance systems smarter and more reliable. And Toyota's ambitions go beyond self-driving cars. They're building an entire smart city called Woven City at the foot of Mount Fuji. And the foot of Mount Fuji, it's set to launch later this year and will be a living lab for AI, robotics, and autonomous vehicles. Toyota even revealed plans for flying cars thanks to their collaboration with Joby Aviation. It sounds like science fiction, but it's happening. AI wasn't just taking over the automotive space, it was everywhere. NVIDIA's approach to agentic AI took things to another level. These aren't just chatbots or voice assistants. These are AI systems that can reason, plan, and act independently. They don't just spit out answers, they solve problems in real time. NVIDIA's AI blueprints make it possible for companies to create custom AI agents for tasks like fraud detection,
Do you think there will be a
customer
need?
service,
Do you think there
or
will,
even optimizing?
do you think there will be a need for human beings within the next 8 years? It's a hell of a question, ain't it?
supply chains. It's AI stepping into
Like, what do
roles
we
that
do
require decision making and
with all this
adaptability.
technology? Like, what do
PCs
we
are
do?
also evolving fast. At CES, companies like Intel, AMD, and Qualcomm showed off their latest processors with neural processing units, NPUs, that handle AI workloads directly on the device. This means faster responses and more secure processing since the data doesn't need to be sent to the cloud. Microsoft's Copilot Plus PCs take this a step further, offering AI-powered features that make your interactions feel conversational rather than command-driven. Dell also showcased AI PCs that use Edge AI to process data locally, making them more efficient and responsive. One of the most surprising AI-powered devices was from Roborock, a vacuum cleaner with a robotic arm that can pick up objects like socks and shoes before it starts cleaning. AI isn't just
There
helping it
goes the
navigate,
cleaning
it's helping it
industry.
understand its surroundings. And for those who
Wow.
want more comfort at home, there was Jenny, the robotic dog designed for people with dementia. Jenny responds to voice commands, has touch
Really?
sensors, and can rest quietly on someone's lap for hours, providing companionship without any of the upkeep a real pet requires. Healthcare tech also made waves. AI-empowered tools like AI Doc and NeuroClues aim to improve diagnostics and predict diseases more accurately. And in the environmental tech space, a company called Molluscan is using mollusks, yes, mollusks, to monitor water quality. These little creatures are equipped with sensors, and if they detect pollution, they send real-time alerts. It's an innovative mix.
What do human beings do after 7 years from now? Like, what is our core purpose on Earth for with all these accommodations? Like, what do we do? There's no problems to solve anymore. We'll literally become our basket cases the way this looks.
Mix of nature and technology tackling real-world problems. The day one announcements didn't stop there. NVIDIA's reveal of Project Digits was one of the most ambitious unveilings. This is a personal AI supercomputer, small enough to fit on a desk, but powerful enough to run 200 billion parameter models. It's built with the
Wow.
Grace Blackwell superchip, combining a 1 petaflop FP4 compute capability with 128 gigabytes of DDR5X memory. The fact that this much power is available for around $2,000 is insane. It's designed for developers, creators, and anyone who wants the full power of AI right at home without needing to rely on cloud services. The push for physical AI that interacts with the real world, is also leading to massive developments in robotics. Jensen Huang called it the ChatGPT moment for humanoid robots. Instead of wheeled robots designed for specific environments, humanoid robots can move and function in the spaces we already live and work in. Companies like Tesla and Figure Robotics are making huge strides in this area. NVIDIA's platforms provide the simulation and processing power needed to train these robots using virtual scenarios before they ever hit the assembly line.
Question is, what happens if they get hacked? Serious question. You know, those can easily become your foes. Not to look at everything through a negative perspective, but we got way too many movies that, says what happens once these things get hacked.
NVIDIA also emphasized the importance of scaling laws in AI development. Models don't just get better by being fed more data, they improve through smarter processing at every stage. Pre-training feeds them massive data
Wow.
sets to build a foundation, post-training refines their skills through reinforcement learning, and test time compute allows them to reason and break down
You would
complex
literally
problems
have to
on the
become
fly.
a robot to
This last
compete in the
phase
future.
is what's driving the next generation of models like Gemini and making AI capable of handling PhD level math, coding, and problem solving in ways that were impossible a few years ago. The sheer volume of data being created is staggering, doubling every year. And NVIDIA's approach to using synthetic data is a clever workaround for the limitations of real-world data sets. Autonomous vehicle companies need incredibly diverse and detailed data to make their systems safe and reliable. And synthetic data fills the gaps without requiring millions of real-world tests. Tesla might have millions of cars collecting data daily, but for most companies, synthetic environments are the only way to compete. The automotive industry leads the AI charge alongside others. Mobileye, Intel's autonomous driving arm, introduced their Surround ADAS system, delivering a 360-degree view that enhances road safety. Their Chauffeur platform elevates this further with a fully autonomous driving system tailored for mobility as a service. Picture fleets of fully automated ride-sharing cars navigating streets
Waymo.
with precision and coordination. CES 2025 showcases AI as the core of innovation across every industry. Gaming, robotics, healthcare, and home appliances rely on AI as the driving force behind their progress.
What? Like, what? This is just too much innovation. This is just way too much. I mean, I don't, it seems accommodating. Honestly, it really does seem accommodating. It does seem like it would make things easier, but I don't see this having a happy ending. There's only a matter of time before humans become prisoners to these things. And I honestly see that coming. I honestly see that happening.
Day one alone brought an overwhelming wave of announcements, and much more awaits. Is everything moving too fast? Or
Yeah, I
is this
just
just
said
how progress is
I
meant?
just said that everything is moving extremely way too fast, and I don't know. It looks. I mean, as good as it looks, the outcomes is. I don't know. I don't know about these outcomes. This is going to be very, very interesting in the years to come.
This is nuts. That's right. Totally.
Hey everyone, I'm here at CES 2025, and let me tell you, the show floor is absolutely packed with mind-blowing tech, from AI companions that feel scarily human to home gadgets that'll make you feel like you're living in the future. There's so much to show you. Trust me, a few of these completely blew me away. Let's dive in and check out the coolest tech that's going to shape our world this year. These might look like regular designer sunglasses, but they're about to blow my mind. They are a
These
smart
are
assistant
crazy.
that can do translation, answer any question, teleprompt, and a lot more. All within a virtual screen that floats right in front of you, and it only weighs 49 grams. The Rokid team is going to demo their translation feature, and trust me, watch what happens when their rep starts speaking to me in Chinese. I think my reaction says it all.
That is brilliant. This is what it should have been like. This is good. 你好，今天天气怎么样？You're saying this is good, this is great. Is it ready? How's the weather today? 你从什么城市过来的？ So you're saying this is good, this is great. Is it ready? How's the weather today? What's the
You can go anywhere in the world and just people will just be talking. I think the only obstacle to that is, yeah, you'll understand what they're saying, but how do you respond back to them?
I'm from
How do you tell somebody what you want?
你是本地的。
Now, if the glasses could do that, then
So
we
you're
on.
from here, yeah. 你可以给我推荐一些本地的餐馆吗？我最喜欢吃意大利餐。 Yeah, there's a good pizza restaurant between the Mandalay Bay and the Luxor. 太好了，我们很想去那里。This is nuts. That's right. Totally. I am now fluent in Mandarin. Yeah, now you can understand Mandarin. Yeah. Wow. You like it?
I mean, that's nice, but how do you communicate back?
Micro display. So micro display, they project the light and they spread to two different lenses. Okay, so there are waveguide in it as well. So we use only one display, but you are seeing binocular displays.
Right.
So this is green monocular display, 30-degree field of view. So this is for the display part. On the camera, there's a 12 megapixel camera on one side, on this side, and this is LED. And we also have the two directional speaker as well.
Right. So, and from the other side,
Yeah, you are currently looking at this other side.
so how is that being powered?
Oh, so this is a display. So the display is right in the middle. So the display will be shining the light to the glasses.
Wow, so it's like a little projector.
Yeah, so it is a pico projector or micro projector.
Oh my goodness.
It's inside. It's a micro LED.
Imagine the
projector.
tedious work that
Yes, it is, right?
makes.
Wow.
I would
So
be all for them
projector
glasses if
project
it could
image,
teach me
right?
how to
So
talk.
project image and
You know, the
goggle
languages
will
that
be
I'm trying to cipher.
pass the light to here. And then there's like a microstructure, it will be project to your eye. When it's close to your eye, it projects to your eye directly.
Right. Wow.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. So, I know you're doing real-time translation, but
That's correct.
could you like preload a document, let's say for like a teleprompter, like a preload, like?
Yes, of course. Of course. So currently, for example, I'm seeing here, maybe, your colleague can see this as well. So I have different functions here. I have navigation, phone call, music, chronometer, or translator, or, GPS.
Oh wow. Okay.
Glasses came a long way, huh?
Check this little guy out. This is Mimo, and it looks like it hopped straight out of a Pixar movie, and it is an extremely customizable AI robot. See how it walks around on those 6 legs? It's designed to move like a living creature while looking like a piece of furniture, which is honestly kind of genius. What makes this thing special isn't just how it looks, but what's under the hood. Mimo is basically running multiple AI brains at once. You've got vision AI for seeing and understanding its environment, audio AI for voice recognition, and motion AI for movement, and you can actually swap out and customize these AI models however you want. The team at Jizai, the Japanese company behind this, told me they're working on all sorts of hardware add-ons and attachments too. Now, if you want one of these for yourself, better start saving. The tabletop version will set you back about $3,500.
That's really
While
not
this
impressive
full-size
to me,
model I'm
though.
looking at, we're talking $30,000. But hey, that's the price of having
Compared
your
to what
own
we've
robotic
seen already,
furniture can
that's-
fetch you a cup of coffee.
That
Eventually.
seemed like that'd be something
Meet
out of the
Sirius,
90s.
labeled as the world's most dynamic robot dog under 1 kilogram. What makes this little guy special is a super
Man, ain't nothing crazier than that schizophrenic dog we just seen in a clip before.
advanced motor system that gives it incredible agility. That's because it has 14 different points of movement throughout its body, letting it do things I've never seen a robot pull off before at this size with its very lifelike movements. The way it mimics a puppy is so
Sure,
good.
that's nothing.
shaking
They
its head
got
and
they
even
got
cocking its
robotic
back
dogs
leg
out
at
in
me.
war right
Nice. You know, I've been using unitary robots in my shows for years now, and they never fail to impress and push the boundaries of what's possible. They're back at CES with their new Go2W, which takes their incredible robot dog and adds wheels, making it even more versatile. Watch how effortlessly it climbs up these stairs. And then there's the G1, Unity's new
You
humanoid
imagine that
robot.
thing
We got
chasing
to
you with a
interact
gun
with one here
mounted
at the
to
show,
it?
and I love it. Standing at about 4.3 feet tall, it's incredibly cool. It can perform several everyday movements, from standing to squatting, turning its body, and waving. It's equipped with 3D LiDAR and depth cameras for navigation, and Unitree has big plans for it, saying it'll eventually help around the house with tasks like cleaning and even making breakfast. Now, this might be the craziest thing I've seen at CES 2025. It might not be a DeLorean, but what looks like a futuristic minivan
Like
is
a
actually Spain's
Cybertruck.
new land aircraft carrier. But wait till you see what's in the back. There's a whole aircraft tucked in there. What makes this different from other flying car concepts is how practical they've made it. Instead of needing a special hangar, you just drive this van to a takeoff spot, and with a single command, the back opens up and out comes a fully functional
Man, I like to
aircraft.
see it fly.
When you're done flying, it folds back up and tucks away in the trunk. And yes, you can still fit 4 passengers in the van. The aircraft itself is impressive. It's got
Well, all the terrible drivers that we got, especially here in Los Angeles, you think we need anyone to fly?
6 rotors,
I don't think
a
so.
carbon fiber cockpit with panoramic views, and they say it's designed to
We
be
have enough
simple to
problems with
fly just a single
small
control
plane
stick.
crashes.
But if you're not feeling like a pilot that day, it can even fly.
That's a big old
autonomously.
drone.
Now, for the reality check, this isn't just a concept. They've already got their type certification and have done public flight demonstrations with actual pilots. They're planning to start production this year with deliveries in 2026. The price tag is just under $300,000, which for a car that transforms
That cancels out 90%. That cancels out about 90 to 95% of anybody who even wants this.
into an aircraft actually doesn't sound that crazy. This is a fun thing I tried at CES 2025. This is what happens when a suitcase and an electric scooter have a baby. Yes, I'm actually riding my luggage. This is from Sino Megwell Tech, a California company, who are the creators of Altos. Altos is basically a 3-wheeled
Technology just enables us to just be more lazier than we could ever imagine. Like everything contributes to us just becoming
Well,
lazy.
now you can just ride your bag to your gate. Let me show you something that might actually change how we watch TV. This is Toshiba's new Regza, and while it looks like a regular TV, What it can do with AI is pretty interesting. Instead of scrolling through endless menus, you can just talk to it naturally, like, hey, find me something funny to watch for the next 30 minutes. The TV actually learns what you like and searches across all your streaming services to find it. But here's the feature that really got me excited, and it is to do with sound. You know how sometimes you can barely hear the dialogue over background noise? This TV can actually separate different audio elements. So if you're watching sports, you can turn down the commentator and pump up the crowd noise to feel like you're in the stadium. Or for news broadcasts, you can boost the voice clarity while dropping the background noise. The TV has radar sensing. It knows when you're nearby, so it can detect when someone walks up and starts a conversation. No more hunting for the remote, just a search for something to watch. Now, I absolutely have to talk about NVIDIA's keynote. This thing was massive, literally playing in a concert venue with a production value that rivaled a Taylor Swift concert, but for tech nerds like myself. NVIDIA just made high-end gaming way more affordable. Their new graphics card
Right, so we
gives you
pretty
the
much
same
seen
incredible gaming
NVIDIA in the
performance
first
that would have
clip.
cost you $1,600 last year.
Man, all this stuff is amazing, man. Tech is taking its step forward, you know. But I don't know, man. I think that the more technologically advanced we become, the more it enables us to just be lazy and to lose our main core, I don't want to say faculties, I can't remember the word, but just our instincts, how to hunt, how to fish, how to, defend, how to critically think, how to stay in shape. We have so much technology that, you know, it at first sight, it seems very accommodating, like it would make life easier, but in essence, it'll actually make life hard. What if we get a grid shutdown? What if we don't have access to electricity? Then what do we do? We'll have people that can't even read and write. We'll be so dumbed down that, we won't even be able to feed ourselves, which is very alarming. But that's GRN Black Box for this video. Stay tuned with us at this channel. You can also check us out, tired, at www.globalreferencenews.com for other news, world news, regional news, etc. Tech news, sports, music, we have it all. So check us out there, and we'll see you in the next video.